Hello, I want to talk about jump rope today. So many women, whether they are postpartum or not, this can happen in women who haven't had children or have had children many, many years ago, experience some kind of leakage or incontinence when jumping happens. And this is not anything to be ashamed of. And a lot of the times we feel like this is happening maybe because like our muscles aren't contracting all the way or like they're too relaxed or lax. And this is typically not the case. Usually this is a symptom of muscles that are constantly tight. So it's time to pay attention to your tendencies. And the goal with jumping rope or jumping movements in any workout isn't just for building up your aerobic capacity. It is also very much a way of monitoring your pelvic floor health. And I don't want you to shy away from it completely. I want you to find ways to maybe increase your capacity, increase your threshold, learn about how to move your body and breathe properly and all the things so that you don't have to stay away from doing stuff like this. Because again, this gives us a lot of information about how our pelvic floor is functioning. So with jump rope, a lot of times you might see single unders in a workout, which is just regular jump rope, or double unders if you're in the CrossFit space or you're doing those or whatever, or just any other kind of hopping. And some of the most common faults that I see in this is body position. And so as women especially, we have a tendency to do a lot of like squeezing and a lot of like flaring the rib cage open. What we don't want to see is a jump with that chest, rib cage open, squeezing the butt cheeks and jumping and like really bracing your core. You kind of have to learn how to let go of that a little bit. And it's easier to do that when you break down the movement some. So if you're a person that finds, you can like video yourself or whatever, if you find yourself to be doing some of those things that I just talked about, flaring that rib cage over, we can practice tucking that rib cage down, keeping that body stacked, release the butt cheeks. And the first thing you can do while thinking about all those things, instead of just going into jumping and trying to do all that, you can just come up onto those toes, practicing all those things. Relax the cheeks, rib cage down. And this is perfectly acceptable to do in a workout or before a workout. It's fine. This works great for jump rope. Once you've done that, you can start adding a jump, an actual jump where you leave the ground. Again, rib cage tucked. We don't want to be like jumping up like this. We want to make sure we're tucked, relaxed, jump. When that feels good and when you feel like nothing's happening there's no symptoms, then you can start really kind of stringing those together. Add the invisible jump rope if you want to. But if you feel yourself start to open up that rib cage, squeeze your butt cheeks, go ahead and relax, take it down, and then go back to the last movement that worked for you. This is something that can take a little bit more one-on-one coaching or, just kind of creating a plan and a strategy. It's not always just as simple as like, let me show you this and you try that, but it's just something I want you to keep in mind. When we have jumping during a workout, you can do any of those movements or you can modify to a side-to-side hop, like a quick feet type of a movement. We want to push the threshold. It is okay to take it to the point where you start to experience those symptoms. Take note of how many reps it took. Take note of what you were doing with your body when it happened. And then we kind of note that. And then we just kind of take a step back and find ways to increase that threshold a little bit more. So if you're a person that's dealing with any of these kinds of things, it's very, very common, but it is not normal and you do not have to settle for it. If you are not able to work with a pelvic floor physical therapist, get at me and we can do the best we can without that. So if you have any questions, let me know, but that's just my little spiel on the jumps. I love you, bye.